there, it's Kathy, and I'm super excited today. Why? Because today I'm having a conversation about a very, I suppose, personal topic for me, and it's a topic around helping animals in need. But before I introduce you to these two amazing women that work for a local charity here called ARC, I want to just talk about why I'm so passionate about these things. For me, a huge part of traveling is the people you meet. I mean, we can have beautiful food, we can go and see amazing landscapes, but at the end of the day, it's the people that I meet that make my travel experiences amazing. Now, I want to tell you about how I actually got to meet these two ladies today. So I answered a call out on Facebook for a thing called the Jerusalem Challenge. Now, Jerusalem Challenge is an event that was created by two African people during COVID. They wanted to inspire and uplift people. So this dance just took over the world, really. And so they started to try and create this here in Kusadasi. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. But in that process, I met a lovely woman called Jill. Now, she's an English nomad who travels the world for purpose. She basically goes to animal shelters and helps wherever she can, and that's what brought her to Kusadasi. So I got to meet Jill, and Jill has now connected me to these two women that you're going to meet. Alrighty, are we ready for this? All right, I'm back. So I've got these two lovely ladies with me from ARC today. I've got Jane. Hi, Jane. Welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And Brenda. Hi. So we're going to talk today about this amazing charity. So let's just start. So do one of you girls want to tell me, how did ARC start? Brenda?
Okay, we started 3 years ago, and our main goal at the time was to treat as many street animals as possible over a monthly basis.
Okay.
Our main feature is to look after vets and to get the animals to the vets and to pay for the cost at the vets.
Wow. Okay, so 3 years ago you started. How's it been going?
It's gone strength to strength, really. We have volunteers which go out to take animals to the vet. Although what we do encourage is people who find a sick animal to take it to the vet, and we're able to pay for the treatment.
Okay, and how many animals have you actually helped?
Overall, over the 3 years, I would have to actually sit down and actually count them. But the last month, we treated 71
wow, that's
animals,
incredible.
cats and dogs.
Because from my perspective, I mean, being fairly new in the area, and I got to say, I am scared of dogs because when I was a child, I got attacked by a dog. But, you know, I see even here where I'm living, you know, on Ladies Beach, there's quite a lot of dogs. There's always a pack outside here, and they're really big, some of these dogs. I mean, what type of dogs are they?
Well, a lot of them are descended from the Turkish dog, the Kangal.
Right, right. So tell me, what is, you know, well, first of all, I'd love to hear, why did you both get involved?
Well, I've been here 19 years and have been involved in helping street animals in various ways since I arrived.
Wow.
It was quite funny because when I left England, I actually left two cats with my mother. And when I got here, we were looking for a place to live. I said to my husband, I said, don't let me have any pets.
Wow, maybe you should have had a pet. It would have been a lot simpler, Jane.
And it kind of went from there.
Right.
Ending up with the 3 dogs and I don't know how many cats. And
oh, wow. And was it the same for you?
I'm 16 years here, and when I came first, I think it was the plight of the animals, seeing the amount of cats that were around, and bringing on into the things that we've done over the last 3 years, we started neutering, which was a very important part for me.
Sorry, neutering, guys, is sterilising.
Oh,
That was a new word that I just learned. No, that's fine, just in case others don't know.
And other things that we've done are feeding, and we're involved in the shelter. The shelter is where mainly dogs, but in the last number of years they also have a cat area, which ARC have been very involved with. Well, one of the things that really impressed me when I got to Turkey was I would see all these, more the cats than probably the dogs, but I would just see, you know, kitty litter everywhere. I'm always interested to know what people did in their previous lives and what is it that turns them on about what they're doing now. So I'm going to ask both ladies.
Well, I was a hotel manager, actually. You know, it just seemed a natural thing to do, to want to help them. And it sort of grew and grew and grew. And it is so rewarding. You know, if you see, you help a dog or a cat, and you see them progress and become healthy. And one of the biggest joys is if they find a home. I've always had a love of animals. I grew up in a village and always had lots of pets. But coming to Turkey, when you actually see the plight of the animals here, the dogs and the cats, it just seemed a natural thing to do, to want to help them.
All right, Brenda, let's hear your story.
Okay, back in Ireland, I was a swimming teacher. I was very involved with Special Olympics and teaching them to swim and bringing them all around the world to different events. My main claim to fame was that I was the 2003 Irish coach for the World Games in Dublin. So getting into animals and that was nearly a natural progression, because it was a caring thing that I was doing afterwards. I brought a cat and a dog with me from Dublin to Turkey, and as they got older, I got more involved with other animals. A friend died, and I think this was how I got involved with the animals originally. I took on his dog, and she was knocked down on the road beside the house, and through that I got help from one of the charities here.
Well, I think Brenda's a very, very courageous woman, because in my lifetime when I was a designer, they used to always say to us, never work with children or animals. And Brenda's done both. So I would say she's a very brave woman. Well, that's been so interesting hearing the stories here from ARC and Brenda and Jane. Thank you so much, ladies, for your time. I hope you join us for another episode of My Turkish Odyssey next week.